Okay.
What
So, this
what are
is
these questions? I don't know if I'm
James.
prepared.
James, Jimmy, what are you going by these days?
Either or is good.
Okay, I'll call you James because I always have.
Alright.
James and I have been playing shows for over 10 years. He used to be in a band called Die Standing, and I was in a band called the Berettas, and now we've both gone solo. And this is the first episode of So-and-so Gets Bullied. So James gets
I'm getting bullied.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Okay. Alright.
I won't steal your lunch money, but I might give... No, you already got a swirly.
I gave it to myself.
Okay. Okay, so do you still speak to the members of your old band, Die Standing?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah, the drummer Nick, we talk a lot. I follow Josh on Instagram. I don't know if that counts.
That's cool. I haven't seen Josh in so long, but I did see Nick. I ran into him at the Casbah Lounge.
Me and Nick did a show together last year. I think it was the last time I saw him, which is kind of a shame. And Josh was there. And
Awesome.
yeah, so that was the last time I saw those guys.
Very cool.
Together, you see.
Nice. Any reunion, do you think?
We've joked about it on and off, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does your stage name, The Rough Go, have any other members?
Used to. It used to be a whole band, but then I went to. Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't really go anywhere. We did a few shows, and so I was like, well, I wrote the songs and I came up with the name. So you guys quit, so I'm just gonna
Continue on with the name.
yeah.
Okay, how many CDs and EPs have you put out with other bands and solo?
As a soloist, I've just been kind of releasing just songs as I go. Hopefully culminating in an album at some point. But I've been kind of flying by the seat of my pants with this project. But with the old band, Die Standing, we put out 2 CDs. One was an EP, one was a full album.
Wow. See, I only got the button. I didn't know you guys had CDs.
Yeah,
Is it
we had an
online
EP
anywhere?
and a CD. I think a few of the songs are on YouTube because Josh uploaded them. I should make a digital copy of that because the last time I tried to play one of our CDs, they were cheap CDRs, and it didn't work. So I think they deteriorate really fast. These cheap ass CDs, I don't know. But yeah, that's
Okay, so that kind of answers my next question.
Right.
So who was your main influence 10 years ago, and who is it now?
A lot of them are the same. I would say my main influences 10 years ago were probably Green Day. They've been my favorite band my whole life. And then I always was really into Queen and stuff and kind of factored that into my songwriting. But it was more of a punk rock guy 10 years ago. So I would say a lot more punk rock bands.
I think the first time I met you was the Ramones. You had a Ramones jacket on.
I was wearing a Ramones jacket.
Yeah.
I still have that jacket.
Nice.
I had to retire wearing it because it's completely deteriorated now. But yeah, the Ramones, of course. I've always been into punk rock, but these days I've been embracing a lot more of my non-punk influences, taking a lot more. I don't know. I'm trying to I'm taking from everything these days. Listening to a lot of classic folk guys like Neil Young and Bob Dylan, but also new electronic stuff too. Listening to a lot of Grimes over the past few years, which is completely out of my element sonically, but for some reason I really like her stuff. And
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite Canadian band?
My favorite Canadian band. Oh, wow, that's a big question because I do love so many. The obvious answers come to mind, Gob. You gotta love Gob. I've always loved Gob. But then there's also Propaganda. Propaganda is really good. I love them. SNFU. Ooh, okay. Like, yeah, there's just so many good choices, but there's a lot of like great Canadian guys going right now. Like, me and my brother were listening to Joel Plaskett the other day, and very strong Tom Petty vibes from that guy. I was
Is he from
digging it.
Hamilton?
I think.
Or Toronto?
Yeah. I think like the area.
So, would you sign to a major or minor label, or do you prefer to be DIY?
I would totally sign to a label, but that would like really, depend. Yeah, it would depend on a lot. Like, as far as I can see, an indie label would probably be preferable, but
Okay.
if somebody lays down the sweet deal, it's.
So you would sign to a major
I
label?
would if I thought I wasn't gonna be indebted to them for the rest of my life or something.
Like selling your soul?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are you sure you wouldn't sell your soul?
No, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you met any musical celebrities?
Yes. Few, especially like now I work at music stores here in Toronto, so a lot of those people just happen to walk in. Peter from July Talk walked into the store the other day, and I met him, and I love July Talk. There's another Canadian band I love, and so like, but
he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he was just like very energetic.
I ran into him at a Bob Dylan concert once, and I had opened for July Talk, so I was like, hey, and he was just in this zone, like, it was so amazing, like, the Bob Dylan show, it was amazing.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know you opened for that, that's awesome.
It was before they were very big at the Casbah Lounge.
Still super cool.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That would have been, like, cool to see them.
Very high energy,
yeah,
it was like they needed to release all their emotions.
So good.
Okay, so your favorite way to exercise? I know this is random now. It's not about music.
My favorite way to exercise is honestly rehearsing. Like, I don't like exercise. Like, again, working at a music store, I go up and down stairs and like lift speakers all day. I get a lot of like just natural workout there. So like, yeah, rehearsing and just practicing like singing and stuff. I like push my limits a lot when I'm doing that, and I'm like, I got like cramps in my legs the other day because I was standing up and like doing vocal takes over and over again, and I was just like standing for hours on end, and it's like, yeah, I guess that's my exercise.
Cool, very cool.
Yeah.
I know these are more random questions, but do you believe in an afterlife?
Do I believe in an afterlife? I'm pretty like agnostic, leaning on atheistic. Like, I don't poo-poo it, but like, I don't put a lot of conscious energy into trying to think about it either, because it's like, it's one of those things you don't have control over. Like, so I don't know. I like to like be confounded by things here on Earth. That stuff, it's gonna happen no matter what I do. So.
Okay, you mentioned Green Day before, and I did kind of get the sense that you were a big Green Day fan, so this is...
It kind of bleeds through a little bit.
Yeah, through your music live. So Billy Joe Armstrong once said he wasn't popular in high school, he wasn't a nerd, but he was invisible. What category did you fit in, if any? And that's my last question.
I was oddly popular, to be honest.
Really?
Like, yeah, not in like like a jock kind of like superstar sort of way. Yeah, no. Like, everybody knew me. I was kind of like just a super friendly guy, and was really outgoing. I've always been kind of extroverted like that. But I was a big into the drama and music stuff, so I would perform a lot in front of the school. So everybody kind of like knew me through that. I think a lot more people from high school think I'm uncool now because I probably like called them out for their racism at some point on Facebook, and now they like hate me or something. But yeah, in high school, in high school, I was actually like, everybody kind of knew me and was cool with me. I didn't get like bullied or anything.
So until now.
Yeah, I just got bullied. Yeah.
So you weren't like a jock, you were more popular because of your talent?
Yeah, and I was in like this funny like Degrassi High type clique where like you know, I was the only punk in the group, right? Like everybody else kind of had their thing, you know, and we were like the weirdest, most enigmatic little clique. Eclectic. That was the word I was looking for. Eclectic.
Nice.
Yeah, and so like that. Yeah, high school was actually like fairly good to me in that respect. I mean, I wore makeup and I was like a punk guy and stuff. So like, you know, of course there was a certain faction of people that like called me faggot in the hallway and stuff like that. But you know, like that's you know, you take it for what it is. It didn't ruin my life the way because I had like, you know, a lot of friends and people were cool.
Strong support system.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Yeah, most people were cool. So.
Nice. So I know that was my last question. Anything else you'd like to say to the world? Well, to YouTubers.
There's a lot of things I'd like to say to the world. Let me tell you. But what, I don't know. What would I say right now? Be cool to that guy that wears makeup in your school.
Guyliner is righteous.
Yeah, you need to harness that and allow him to hone his skills because he might be really good at it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was cool. That was fun.
Yeah.